Welcome to Lighten Up, the Art of Living Clutter-Free, a podcast for people who are ready to clear the physical, the mental, and the emotional clutter that's been weighing them down. I'm Melanie Cohen, your host, coach, and guide. Each week, we talk about the clutter you can see and the clutter you can't. The stuff in your home, the noise in your head, the expectations, habits, and unmade decisions that quietly drain your energy. This isn't about perfection or minimalism. It's about creating space for what actually matters in this season of your life. Let's lighten up together, starting now. Hey friends, welcome back to Lighten Up, the Art of Living Clutter-Free, the podcast where we talk about all things clutter. And today we're talking about something that looks like it's about shopping, but it is actually about identity. It's about pressure, it's about midlife, and it's about that quiet feeling of why does everything suddenly feel off? So this is called the Diderot effect, and it's when one new thing turns into a whole new life. So I want to use an example of the vacation spiral. So imagine, maybe this has happened to you before, you book a vacation, someplace warm, someplace tropical, and you haven't put a bathing suit on in, let's just say, a minute. So you buy a new one. Maybe because the old one doesn't fit, or maybe because your body has changed in ways, and maybe because you don't want to look at the one that you bought in 2018. And here, let's be frank, the bathing suit that I wear when I go away once a year, it's, I think, like 10 or 15 years old. Like, let's be honest. But I like it. Okay, fine. Back to the story. So you buy the bathing suit. We're doing this. And then you look at your flip-flops and you think, these are trash. And you pull out your old beach bag and think, why does this look like it has been to a half a dozen Little League games and regular Costco runs? And then you look at the cover up and it feels like something that you wore back in the day. So suddenly this is not just a bathing suit. It's new sandals, it's a new tote, it's a new wrap, and now maybe even new sunglasses because everything else is new. So one bathing suit turns into, maybe I should just redo the whole damn thing. So let's talk about the Diderot effect. It was named after a philosopher who got a beautiful dressing gown as a gift and then replaced everything else he owned to match this more luxurious version of a dressing gown. So that's the Diderot effect. And here's what matters. This isn't about stuff matching. It's about you trying to match yourself. The bathing suit isn't just a bathing suit. It's, this is who I am now. This is what my body looks like now. This is midlife. This is me trying to feel okay in my own skin. When one thing shifts, everything else suddenly feels up for evaluation. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing to get new things for vacation. The question is, do we really need them? Can we really afford to be spending this money, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera? So let's talk about why this hits so hard, specifically in midlife. Whether you're in your 40s or 50s or beyond, you are in a constant state of recalibration. Your body is changing. Your roles in life are changing. Your priorities are changing. Your energy is changing. And no one really prepares you for how disorienting that can actually feel. So when something small changes, like buying a bathing suit, it's not just about the item. It's about these thoughts in your head that sound like, am I keeping up? Am I behind? Is this who I thought I would be by now? Or am I who I thought I would be by now? And instead of sitting in that, we start adjusting everything around us. Closets, kitchens, schedules, bodies, business, because it feels like an action and it feels like control. So let's talk about the actual mental clutter piece here. This is where it ties directly into what I talk about all the time. Clutter is not just physical. This creates mental clutter, decision fatigue, emotional weight, because now your brain is running a constant loop. Well, if I got this, maybe I should also. And if I'm doing that, I might as well. And if I'm already here, I should just ... That spiral is clutter, not the stuff, not the thinking. And let's be fair, it can create physical clutter as well. So let's talk about the buy now pressure. Let's name something that doesn't get said enough. A lot of this is driven by the buy now thinking. By now, I should feel comfortable in my body. By now, I should have my style figured out. By now, I should have my house together. By now, I should have lost the weight. By now, I should have my life dialed in. So when one thing improves, it creates this pressure to bring everything else up to speed or up to that level. Not because you actually need it, but because you feel like you are behind. So the emotional truth is sometimes you are not buying the new wrap. You're buying relief. Relief from, I don't feel like myself. Relief from, I don't feel put together. Relief from, I don't feel comfortable in my body. I don't recognize this phase of my life. And that's a very human response. But it's also why it never ends, because no amount of matching accessories fixes a mismatch with yourself. So let's talk about how to catch it without judging yourself. Key, not judging yourself. So what do? The answer is not stop shopping. The answer is not be disciplined, because if you've listened to me talking before, you know I hate the word discipline. It's not about white knuckling it. It is about noticing the ripple effect. If I buy this, what else will I feel like I need? Be honest. Take a pause. Is this about the item, or is it about how I want to feel? And do I need the item to feel that way? So let's talk about enough. Can this be enough without upgrading everything else? No shame, just awareness for that. And let's talk about a different way to move through this. Like, what if you didn't need to fix everything all at once? What if you wore the new bathing suit with the old flip-flops? What if you let things be a little mismatched? What if you allowed yourself to be in between versions of yourself without rushing to resolve it? Here's the truth. You are not a before and after. You're in process. Process is a constant. So the Diderot effect isn't about spending. It's about the moment one change convinces you that everything else is wrong. And in midlife, that voice can get very loud, but you don't have to listen to it. You can choose to evolve without overhauling your entire life. And that is how we lighten up. If you're listening to this and thinking, yep, that's me. I do this all the time. You don't have to keep figuring it out on your own. Come talk to me. We'll spend 30 minutes getting really clear on what's actually going on underneath all of this and what one step forward can look like. You can book a free 30-minute strategy session with me. The link is in the show notes. And don't forget, once a month, the last Wednesday of every month, we have a live decluttering session. We do it together on Zoom. We spend some time talking about clutter and setting goals, and then we declutter for a 30-minute Pomodoro timer. And then we spend some time talking about what worked and what didn't work and what felt good and what didn't feel good. And I would love to have you be a part of that. Thank you for listening to Lighten Up the Art of Living Clutter-Free. If this episode resonated, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use just a little bit of lightness. If you're ready for deeper support, you can work with me one-on-one or join my Lighten Up Clutter-Free Mindset Group program. You can find all the details at my website, thoughtfullycoaching.com. Until next time, progress over perfection. Messy action is better than no action at all. So let's lighten up.